Okay. Hey y'all again. Get into it. Okay, so today is Tuesday, September 11th, 2012. And for you guys who have been living under a rock for the past what was it? 10 years. It was 10 years last year, so like 11. I don't know, like 12 years. You know when the whole September 11th thing happened way back. I'm about to tell y'all the story. Well, to get you gotcha from my point of view, because I still remember it. So here we go. I was in sixth grade. Let me get the actual date so I don't be lying to y'all, because I know the day, I just don't remember the year. September. Okay, it was 2001. So 2001, 12 minus 7, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yeah, I was in sixth. Yeah, I was in sixth grade because I was a year ahead. That confuses me so much because I was a year ahead, but I was 17 when I graduated, so it throws my calculations all off. But anyway, so yeah, I was in sixth grade and we were in Miss Ellington class, my favorite math teacher ever. Though she kicked me all the time, she was my favorite teacher 'cause she was hilarious. And we were, just doing class. We were in math class. So we were just doing class just to do. And the secretary from the library, Miss Huntington, came to, not from the library, from the office, came down, was like, Miss Ellington, can I speak to you for a minute in the hallway? So she put her on the hallway. Miss Ellington came back, and we had TVs in our classroom. Now, I went to Hamilton, which was a very urban, if you will, type of school. Urban is an understatement. It was all black people. And it was on 130th, I think 130th or 131st in Union in Kinsman. It was on both sides of the street, if that helps to tell you about how rough my school was. So, yeah, we had TVs in our room. So, Miss Ellington came back in the class and was like, okay, class, there seems to be an emergency. You may be evacuating the school, but they told me to turn the TV on and let you guys know what's going on in your country and things of that nature. So she turned the TV on and we're watching, and we couldn't watch like nothing else. There wasn't anything else on the channel but like 1 through 5, so it wasn't nothing but the news channels anyway. So, and it was on all the news channels. Like it was on shit 1 through 45 at home when I got home from school. So turn on TV and I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, okay, is this a movie? What movie is this? What are we watching? So this one person, I think it was Cedric. Cedric actually asked, "What movie is this?" So Miss Edison was like, "It's not a movie. This is what's going on right now in the New York City to the Twin Towers. There's a terrorist attack, and they've struck the buildings, and the buildings are collapsing." I was like, wait. Well, first of all, what's a terrorist? Second of all, they drove a plane into the building. I was like, you sure it's not a movie? And cause I was just as outspoken as I was as a young tiny Dr. Christ as I am now. So when I have a question, I have to ask it. So I was like she was like, well, terrorist is someone who plots against another country for personal gain or just for fun. There are weird people out there. This is why I love Miss Ellison. These are her exact words. She's so funny. She was like, oh, for personal gain. There are weirdos out here, and I'm trying to remember exactly what she said. And this is a serious matter, so we're going to try to keep focused and watch what's going on and stay up to date. But 9 times out of 10, you guys will be going home. That, as sixth graders, got us excited. So we was like, okay, we didn't really understand the severity of what was going on because we were sixth graders and we didn't know shit. Well, at least I didn't, and Cedric didn't. So we sitting there watching it, and we're like, okay. So it wasn't until when I got home, because they did send us home eventually. They was like, okay, well, school's dismissed. They letting everybody else that apparently they didn't want, like, if the school's going to get struck or something, they didn't want us to go down. So they sent us home. We walked home, and we get home, and it's still on the TV. So I was like, okay, clearly this is not a movie. So now, as an adult, looking back on my young 11-year-old self, I know exactly what was going down. Okay, so here's what happened. For y'all who don't live in America or don't care to know what happened. So these airplanes, they was like, woo, and they were like driving or flying towards, I think they left somewhere over there, and they were coming to, no, I don't remember where they were coming from, but somehow they were hijacked by terrorists from Osama bin Laden, aka the man Uncle Obama found and killed. So they were hijacked. One plane flew into one of the twin towers because there's two of them, hence the word twin towers. One hit one little tower, and the other plane hit the other tower. And I believe, because it was so long ago, I don't remember. I believe another one hit the little Pentagon in Washington D.C. or something like that. I don't remember, but the Pentagon's like low to the ground, so you must have like nose dived into that. I don't know, but it was a major event in American history. I think it was like our first serious terrorist attack, as far as I know, or as far as my lifespan can reconcile. So it was a big deal. It still is a big deal because it was like thousands and thousands of people dead, killed, hurt, injured. Hell, I might even go into the millions of people, maybe. Because the Twin Towers, that's like the business, like a big business buildings. There was a shitload of people in that buildings, both of them, and all of them had to go, apparently. And people surrounding debris. Like when a building falls, it's not like a tree falling in the desert or like in the forest. Like it's a building, so there's gonna be like metal and debris and shit of that nature, and people in the surrounding areas are just as fucked as well. Like I remember on Cribs, if y'all remember Cribs, that's how long ago this was. I remember Russell Simmons and Kamora Lee had their episode of Cribs, and they said they went out on their balcony and saw you could see the Twin Towers from their building. So at the end of the episode, they said that their apartment was destroyed by the debris of stuff that came down, and you could just see it. It wasn't like they were right next door; you could just see it. So if that gives you guys a better light on how big of an impact physically. So we're here to keep the memory alive of the people who died and the people who fought for our rights and fought to find the people who dealt us this very disrespectful blow. Well, we got his ass, Osama bin Laden, I believe. Um, well, yeah, we did get him. But it was another guy. I just don't remember his name. It was Osama bin Laden. I know we was looking for him. And then it was another guy. I can't remember his name. But I think they were all from the Middle East. I don't know what the Middle East got against us. I like Middle East. Like I'm taking Middle Eastern dance this year, and I like it. But yeah. So that's that. That's my 911 story or 911 story. Post y'all's in down below. Let me know where y'all was at, what y'all was doing. Did you get off work or out of school for the people who are my age? And yeah, that's it. So, TTYL.